maybe I feel better, maybe I don't, but when somebody's really got a deep, serious pain, relating to what's your injury? Probably 25 years old now, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
And so, you're you're a real good example. They'll know that this was a deep, chronic pain. But so you've ran into others that's had similar or
well, not
milder
exactly.
results.
Most of everybody else just had elbows, tendonitis, sore knees.
The common everyday ailments.
Every day. I had a fellow once that he done some work for me, and I traded him a bottle for some work he done for me. And he was kind of skeptical about it. But I said, "Here, just take this and try it, and if you like it, give me a call."
Well,
he had tendonitis in his elbow real bad. He couldn't even touch his elbow. It hurt so bad. He couldn't bend it. And he sprayed that on there, and he called me up 2 days later. He said, "My God, this stuff's a miracle."
So have you had repeat customers then? They are the people telling other people about it?
Yeah, everybody that I've sold it to, I tell them to turn it on to their friends. This guy that had the tendonitis, he's buying at least 5 bottles at a time off of me.
So he's probably spreading it to his friends then, probably?
Spreading it to his friends. He's an older gentleman. He knows a lot of people that's got a lot of pain, and he's just wanting to help them out like I'm helping everybody else out.
Cool.
I had a guy, I seen him limping down the street the other day. I said, "Hey Larry, what's wrong with your leg?" So, "Oh, my knee's killing me." I said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I got some spray here that'll take care of that knee." "Oh, I don't know. I'm awful skeptical about stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think so." I said, "I'll tell you what, Larry, I know you. I'll just give you this bottle. You take it home. You use it. I'll call you in a week, and we'll let me know how you feel about it." I called him up in a week. I said, "Larry, how you feel about that bottle? You want me to come get it?" He said, "No, that stuff works." He said, "I want to buy it. You come get your money." So that's one testimony that I had.
Yeah, I've actually given away more of these sprays than probably any other product I've made, just because it's pretty well almost a guarantee that the people's going to come back.
Right.
And they're going to spread the word on it. So it's a product that you got a lot of trust in. Where the majority of the products you can buy out there, you're lucky if the bottle's ever even used.
Right.
A lot of people try a couple capsules, couple tablespoons, and they don't get any results, and it ends up sitting on the shelf for a couple years till they throw it away. But this product here seems to be a product that the people empty the bottles.
Right.
Once they get onto it. So.
Right. A friend of mine called me up. He said, "I had a sore throat real bad. He couldn't even swallow." Well, I had given him a bottle of that, and I said, "You got that miracle spray?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Spray that on your throat.
Yep.
Give me a call when you feel better." 5 minutes later, he called me back. He said, "This stuff," he said, "I'm drinking coffee. You believe that?" And I said, "Yeah, I believe that. Because this stuff works."
I've seen people that had the very severe sore throat, like strep throat, and the very first spray, by the time they put the bottle down, they don't feel anything in their throat, and then they say maybe within 30 minutes it's back, and they'll spray again, and they may do that for maybe 4 times, and then it's gone. And I tell them to go ahead and spray their chest, spray their neck, and the lymph glands seem to drain downward to the colon, so a lot of that stuff's just the congestion in the lung area. So if you can get the neck and the chest draining, then that's usually the only reason you're getting a sore throat anyway, because there's congestion in that area. And our tonsils is one of our immune glands, and so when it's overloaded, then it's nature's way just telling you that it's sore, because you need to slow down and let the body catch up.
Right.
And those sprays in the mouth, on the teeth, we've had such amazing results. It's almost unbelievable. On especially the cavities, where a kid is in just severe pain from tooth decay, just a couple squirts and instantly the pain is gone. And if they spray every day, before they know it, the tooth doesn't even hurt anymore. So we've got our fingers crossed that we're hoping that actually it might help reverse tooth decay. It's going to take a lot of time to discover that or not, but just stopping the pain is a huge value.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's amazing stuff. I was talking to a friend of mine last night. He was sitting in his car off to the side, and I said, "What's the matter with your back?" He said, "Oh, I hurt myself bowling." I says, "I got some stuff to take care of that."
Mm-hmm.
He got out of the car and raised his shirt, and I sprayed him. A couple minutes later, I said, "How's your back?" She said, "I feel numb." He said, "It feels good. I don't have no pain."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Well, let me spray you again." And I sprayed him again. And he was just pain-free with instantly.
Yeah.
He said, "I want a bottle of that."
And you know, those people will never forget that because it's something they've never experienced before in their lifetime. And that makes such an impression on their brain, they'll never forget you for the rest of their lives. And when they fall down, get hurt, or something gets hurt, they're going to instantly think of you and that product. And that's an amazing thing right there.
Yes, it is.
Because there's very few things like that are non-toxic.
Right.
You know, there's toxic substances that can make you not feel something, but it's amazing to have a non-toxic product that can do that.
Yeah. Well, I told him to keep it in his bowling bag.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's got some friends over there that's got sore elbows and stuff from bowling, spray it on them,
Yeah.
and just go back after a couple frames and ask him how you feel. And
My mom actually, she goes on those senior citizen tours, and you know, the average person on them buses is in their 70s. You know,
Yeah.
and you talk about hearing what hurts, because usually if they're not talking about what's hurting, they don't have anything to talk about.
Right.
And so that's one of the first things she thought of was just carrying that spray in her pocketbook. And if the people just won't be quiet about what hurts them, just hand it to them and say, "Here, spray it then."
Right.
That you know, I thought that was pretty cool.
That's a good testimony. My mom had a slight car accident, and the seatbelt hurt her ribs,
Mm-hmm.
and she was having trouble breathing. And I sprayed it on her chest, and she was amazed by it. It just, every time I went up to her house, she wanted me to spray it on her chest, because
Mm-hmm.
it just helped her chest, to help her open her breathing up.
We've had countless people say that the Spray 3, which you're fond of, is one of the best decongestants they've ever used. And especially because the dose is so small. You know, just a couple sprays is just like a couple drops. You know, so they can spray their chest, breathe it. And, you know, the decongestant part of it is actually an amazing side effect.
Yeah. Well, it's all good.
Yep.
It's Jasper's Miracle Spray.
Cool. So is that all the testimonies you got for us tonight then?
Well,
Any
I got about a list here of people that's had knee pain,
mm-hmm.
hip pain, back pain, migraines.
Mm-hmm.
My wife had migraine last